Africa, the mother of all creation, largest single source of global power, energy and wealth, yet despised, poor and weak. Do you know that half of all the gold ever mined on Earth is from South Africa? Come with me to the end of this video for details. I will also let you learn about the oldest university in the world, hottest place on Earth, and why Africa remains poor in spite of all these advantageous facts. My name is Samiji Ngalandi, and this is Facts Africa. Africa has one of the oldest universities in the world. Although many adults are illiterate here, Africa is actually home to one of the oldest universities in the world. Built in the 12th century, Timbuktu in Mali had become the center of all intelligentsia, and historians have even branded it as the Paris of medieval times. The University of Timbuktu was built in 982 CE, and it is one of the oldest known educational establishments. Africa is the biggest single source of gold throughout mining history. As we said earlier, Africa is home to some great resources sought after by the rest of the world. Almost half of the gold ever mined on Earth has come from Africa, and more specifically from Witwatersrand in South Africa. Despite the decline in production, gold exports were valued at $3.8 billion back in 2005. South Africa is also famous for its diamonds, although Botswana leads the way in terms of production. Over 20% of the world's land is in Africa. Africa is a huge continent, the second largest to Asia in size. It covers 30 million square kilometers. This is divided up into 5 subsections: North Africa, East Africa, Central Africa, Southern Africa, and West Africa. The entirety of Africa covers almost 10 million square miles, which makes up more than 20% of the world's land. Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt. The country of Egypt may be famous for its pyramids, but many people don't realize that the country of Sudan in Africa has a total of 223 pyramids. This is twice the amount of pyramids that Egypt has. These forgotten pyramids are the Meroe pyramids. These once made up the capital of the kingdom of Kush, ruled by the Nubian kings. Africa is the world's hottest continent. As you probably already know, Africa has a very warm climate. It is actually considered to be the world's hottest continent. Around 60% of land is dry and partly covered by desert, and the Sahara is the world's biggest desert, with temperatures often topping 100 degrees Fahrenheit or exceeding 40 degrees centigrade. But whilst the hottest recorded temperature on Earth was once in Africa, in El Azizia, Libya, at 136.4 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 58 degrees centigrade. The continent also has the other extreme, with the coldest temperature in Africa being as low as minus 11 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's negative 23.9 degrees centigrade in Ifrane, Morocco. This just shows the diversity of the different countries here in Africa, and the differences don't end with the climate. Africa was made up of 10,000 states. Strange but true, before colonial rule, Africa was made up of 10,000 different states and autonomous groups, each with their own very distinct languages and unique customs. This pre-colonial disjointed Africa could explain why there are so many languages spoken and why many of the languages spoken in regions of Africa are not spoken elsewhere. Zambia had a space program in the 1960s. Although it sounds unlikely, during the 1960s, Zambia was home to a space program, but it was not a very successful one. It started because a Zambian citizen was intent on beating the Americans and the Russians in being the first to send a man to land on the moon. Aside from the space program, there was also a grant for £7 million that was applied for in order to send 12 astronauts and a cat to Mars, but this was denied and the space program failed. Africa took part in the shortest war ever recorded in history. Not only was Africa the host of the second deadliest war, but it was also home to the world's shortest ever recorded war in history. The war began in August 1896. It was between Zanzibar and Great Britain. It started because the British did not accept the succession of Sultan Khalid bin Bagash after the previous pro-British Sultan Hamad bin Twaini. As British forces attacked the palace grounds, war broke out, but the battle only lasted 38 minutes before Sultan Khalid bin Bagash raised the white flag of surrender. He later fled to Germany, East Africa, while the British took matters into their own hands and appointed a new sultan. Africa's Sahara Desert is bigger than the USA. As previously mentioned, Africa is the hottest continent on the planet, and so much of its land is made up of desert. The Sahara, being the largest desert in the world, is truly vast. Its expansive size is 9.4 million square kilometers, bigger than the entire USA. There are less than 9 miles separating Africa from Europe. At the Strait of Gibraltar between Morocco and Spain, there are less than 9 miles stretching the distance, and now the two countries are in talks about an undersea rail network to make Africa-Europe travel easier and more convenient, which would be fantastic for future safari holidays. El Azizia in Libya was recorded as the hottest place in the world. A few years back, El Azizia in Libya, North Africa, was considered to be the hottest place in the world. Questions were raised about the authenticity and the accuracy of the recorded 58 degrees centigrade high, and has since been overturned by investigative scientists. However, it has recently been stripped of its title, as records have shown a recorded temperature of 56.7 degrees centigrade, and that's 134 degrees Fahrenheit, in Death Valley, California, back in 1913. However, title or no title, El Azizia is still a very hot place. Lake Malawi boasts the largest number of fish species. Lake Malawi is one of the most beautiful safari and beach destinations in Africa, and it's also home of the largest number of fish species, which may or may not surprise you. There are around 500 different types of fish, more fish species than in any other lake in the world. So make sure that you keep a lookout for some interesting ones when you get the chance to go. Thank you for keeping with us up the end. Kindly like, comment and share this video with your loved ones. If you are new here, kindly subscribe and activate the notifications bell so that you don't miss other interesting videos. My name is Samijin Galandi. This is Facts Africa. Catch you another day with another episode. We love you.